got any cool four-wheelers?
Yeah, I do, man. What are you looking for?
Something fast.
Something fast?
Yeah, what you got in mind?
That Bayou right there, that's a pretty nice machine.
What year is that, about a 17 or 18? But I want to look at something nice.
Yeah?
Yeah, something fast.
No, you want to go fast?
And jump.
All right. Flying Brian, making some sound financial decisions today. What's going on, Brian?
Hey guys, you know, after riding with Chad and the Viking, Brent so much lately, and it got me thinking about getting a wheeler. So I mean, nothing special. Talked to Chad a whole lot about how the XP compares to all the other big bore boys.
You're really only left with two options in the big bore category, which is the Polaris Sportsman XP 1000 and Can-Am's Outlander 1000r.
Yeah, I mean, I've been thinking about getting a wheeler, you know, nothing real fancy, nice, not like that, just something to go ride with the guys. Because, of course, still got the Turby D and in the building. But I did make a decision. I did buy something, and I signed some paperwork a while ago.
Let's see it.
So,
pow. The 650 Outlander. I'm just kidding, we don't ride 650. Oh, Flying Brian going with the 1000R on the Audi. You get any sound advice? You watch any YouTube videos on this?
I watched a lot of YouTube videos. That's all I've done. And I kept coming back to the one where Chad said, Outlanders are crap. But we're going to see what happens. I mean, I'm excited. I've got pneumonia today, so I can't go riding. But that don't mean I can't buy something. So that's what I done.
So why the Outlander?
Well, for 19, they actually made a lot of changes. Of course, you mentioned in your video about how players basically gave them all the ideas of what they needed to do. So guess what they done? They done it. 2 inches wider. I'm tired of getting muddy constantly. It's got the little flares on it that the 450s and 570s don't have. I really like the dynamic power steering, the 3 modes. I'm talking a lot of stuff, but then I have no idea because I've not even done anything more than sit on it. But the only thing that I can say that I do not like about it is the fact that it has no storage up front, which the XP has a ton of. But I don't know.
And we're live. All right, guys, so we're not going to compare this to the Sportsman Premium that the Viking just bought right away. Right now, it is about the Can-Am Outlander 1000R walk-around. We're going to show you some of the features, why Brian chose this one, and we will get to the true comparison with the Sportsman. You know that's coming, but right now it's all about the Outlander. So, quick walk around. This thing looks tough. It looks super bad. I kind of like that there's not a headlight pod, a little protective. We'll probably do an upgrade on the bars eventually, I would guess. Halogen lights look great. You kind of lose a little bit of illumination on the trails at night without having a headlight pod, but I think we can fix that with some aux beams and maybe throw some halos and some LEDs in there, make it look right. But
Spend that money.
it ain't my money. So, guards on the axle boots is awesome. Something that the Sportsman doesn't have. I think this is about 9.5 inches of ground clearance. Should be plenty for the trails. Plenty of beef. This is a 91 horsepower machine. As long as you put high octane fuel in it, you get the 91. Who doesn't put high octane fuel in there though? But
hey, my Ferris mower even gets 91
octane. You're gonna be throwing the end up. So Brian already mentioned the DPS, tri-mode DPS, which is awesome. DPS does what you want it to do. If you're going fast and you want just a little bit of assist, having that tri-mode DPS where you can taper it down a little bit, that's going to be a feature that I think you're really going to like. So throwing the front end ain't going to be no problem. Got the 12 volt here, the LED display. You got 4-wheel drive, gear, miles per hour, temperature. I'm sure there's some modes we ain't figured out on there yet. This is great. Shifter, nice and out of the way. You aren't going to bang your knee on it or anything. That's well thought out, well designed. The clutch is over here. which differs from the Sportsman a little bit. And it looks like you're going to be able to take the clutch cover off without taking the floorboard out. It's hard to tell without getting to it right now, but that would be a lot easier for on-trail changes. Tail end of this beast. What's different on the suspension on the Outlander, it's got the trailing arm suspension. That's pretty cool. Can't wait to see how that performs when we come out. 2-inch receiver, comes factory. Super plush, that's awesome. These are 26-inch ITP Carlisle Terracross tires. They're 6-ply. They look just the right amount of aggressive. I think these tires you're really going to enjoy. Still be able to break the back end loose, bite when you need them to. I'm really digging the tires that come on these Outlanders. And the wheels look cool too. Love the black wheels. So this does have drive mode. Drive-by-wire is new on the Outlander. It's got, essentially this has 4 drive modes. You've got work and performance with both keys. So drive-by-wire throttle selector up here. Depending on what key you have performance and work mode on both. So we're definitely going to get this thing in performance mode with the performance key and see how she rips.
And if I'm not mistaken, the drive-by-wire is for the 1000 only.
Yes, that's true of Polaris and the Can-Ams. The drive-by-wire throttle system on the ATVs is on the 1000 models only. A feature that I know the Viking and I really like on the Sportsman. Can't wait to see how it works on the Outlander. It'll be interesting to see if there's any sort of delay on the throttle. I highly doubt there is. Drive-by-wire's been around for a while, even though it's new on ATVs. I don't expect to see any delay. The seat is
not as comfortable.
It's not as plush as the Sportsman, but it's a comfortable ergonomics. It kind of feels to me like a brute force ergonomics with the seat. It's a little bit wider, but pretty good setup. The bars are just a little bit low for my taste. They might be perfect for you. Nice thing is you don't have to remove a pod to put risers on or anything. Like I said, that might be something that Brian chooses to do eventually. Steel reinforced racks, like I said, not a lot of storage space, but the ability to put pretty much anything you want on the steel reinforced racks. Tie down points everywhere. Thing looks great. You do have a little bit of rear storage. That's actually a pretty good rear storage compartment that's not going to be blocked by anything you want to put on the rear rack, so that's going to be super helpful.
I will be eventually buying a, it's not a lock and ride, but I am a Polaris guy, so I'm used to saying lock and ride, but Brandon is going to be hooking me up with a cooler for our Gatorade and sandwiches.
So there it is, boys, the 2019 Can-Am Outlander 1000R. Super excited that Brian's picking up this unit. We're going to be well represented on the only true options for 1000cc ATVs. Not really 1000. I think this is 972 cc's, 91 horsepower, plenty of get up and go. We can all attest to that on the big wheelers, but great looking four-wheeler. Can't wait to see how she rips. And like I said, we're gonna be doing a lot of comparisons. We're gonna be doing a lot of comparisons to this and both the 2018 Sportsman base model and the 2018 or 2019 Sportsman Premium Edition. So don't forget to come back and check us out for all the updates on what true ownership is like on a 2019 Can-Am 1000.